Life and content creation can be difficult sometimes. I understand. I look at my metrics on a fairly consistent basis, and recently, ever since I kind of took up more of the war cause, it kind of dropped in popularity. I'm going to go ahead and be the first to admit it. And it's like, yeah, if you're following along with numbers, you can probably see it as well. Kind of been stagnate in a couple of different categories, but that's all right, man. I'm still going to be me 1000% because guess what? That's the only thing I can be. So what am I going to do to try to boost numbers? Well, just continue to talk about the stuff that I do, and if everybody likes that, well, good for them, and if they don't, well, fuck it, I can go do something else. I'm totally fine with that. I'm not going to betray who I am. I'm not going to be taking some kind of gimmicky way out in order to try to boost numbers. No, man. Okay, but for some people that are out there, okay, content creation is all that they do, all that they know. Podcasting doesn't really much matter, man. If your content is falling off, you can go ahead and you can do some of the more outlandish skits and schemes in order to try to pop a rating, like pimping out your wife to 5 hungry black. Wait, what? Okay, isn't there like, kind of a bit of a progressive step? Like you could be like, there's a bunch of different tactics. You don't immediately have to put your wife on their rotisserie. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Adam22? Like, oh my god, didn't you get dragged bad enough to begin with? But then at the same time, I'm kind of thinking that was, especially with some of the other interviews that I inadvertently seen him on when I was watching an Andrew Tate interview. I think it was one of his Aiden Ross collabs, who, that guy's a big enough L, but at least he doesn't have one of his girls out there on the track. But no, Adam22 popped on and he just kind of broke kayfabe for a second and said, yeah, we're getting towards the end of our careers, there's only so much more shit that we can continue to do out there. So yeah, I just found the biggest, blackest guy that wanted to fuck my wife, and I just decided, hey, we can go ahead and make a bag off of that. And it's like, okay, cool. It's nothing that I would do with any of my girls, but hey, whatever the fuck you want to do, go ahead and do it. But then when he started to try to proselytize other people very famously and hilariously with Logan Paul and Nina Ogdal, let her fuck somebody else, it's like, well, don't worry. She's already fucked everybody else, so it wouldn't be much of a stretch for her. Pause. But earlier in the summer, oh my god, he was front page news. Adam22 we're talking about on this one for, his wife biting the pillow for the biggest, blackest motherfucker that you could possibly find on the internet, giving it to her rough style. I haven't seen the tape. I'm not looking for the tape. I'm not into this secondhand humiliation. I've seen a couple of clips of different interviews that the big black guy did and said that Adam was kind of sitting in the corner cheering the stuff on. Not my kind of thing, but I just do what I do. I just, get in there deep and I just do my job. And he got overpaid for his services or something like that. Like his going rate is, I'm going to butcher the numbers. I'll just go ahead and downplay them with nice round numbers, but just his rate is like $5,000 and Adam ended up overpaying him at like $20,000. It's something like that. Those aren't necessarily the firm numbers or anything like that, but yeah, he ended up getting a big boost. And I would imagine, because I think this was on, a streaming service behind a paywall, they probably made considerable amounts of money. So of course you got to go ahead and up the ante, which is, this is what you're getting in today's day and age with these people that are terminally online. Because like I said, okay, like I like what I do, okay, and and if I don't pop off like I want to, all of my hard work doesn't eventually pay off, it's like, okay, well, I'll just chalk it up to the game and go live a happy, healthy life offline, knowing that, Adam22, who runs the No Jumper podcast, or the group of podcasts, taking a look at that content and the fact that it's completely fallen off ever since the over-reliance on porn became kind of their go-to model. I don't think being made a complete and total joke by the entire world is really an avenue that I would look to go down to in order to maintain some kind of relevance, okay? There's good attention and there's bad attention, okay? You can spin a tragedy into a success, like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. He's obviously setting himself up for a whole host of new problems into the future. Or you can be like iDubbbz at the top of his game with the content cop stuff, and now all of a sudden, just getting exposed by for shitting his pants by his wife, who's also on OnlyFans. Like, there are two different tracks that you can take, and Adam22 decided that, yeah, you know what? I didn't choose the cuck life chose me. Very strange take. But yeah, cast your minds back to July here. Do a little bit of a refresher before we get into the new stuff. YouTuber Adam22's porn star wife, well, they both make porn together as far as I know, has revealed she was in pain for days after doing a sex scene with another man who has a bigger penis than her husband, but still admitted that she and her spouse are considering having a threesome with him. That would be fucking weird. I don't know, man. As the professional, as the big black guy in the situation, put myself in his shoes for a second. I think that would be fucking weird, especially if, you know, the guy who was also in the room while he was, you know, hollowing out his wife was also cheering the stuff on. I don't know if he would be trying to do any kind of, you know, anything untowards there, like trying to get up close and personal. It's like, no, I don't care what kind of money that you're, you know, gonna give me, and if you're gonna be filming that stuff, absolutely not. The fuck. But yeah, Adam, 39-year-old podcast host of No Jumper, who recently came under fire for allowing his spouse Lena, also known as Lena the Plug, to perform on camera with a man for the first time in their 7-year relationship. Yeah, they just so happened to just get married as well, and then all of a sudden, somebody please come fuck my wife, has brought further attention to the sex scene by noting that they may engage in a threesome. That's fucking gross. 2 weeks after Lena, 32, filmed the scene, she said that she was in pain for 3 or 4 days because she had had sex for 40 minutes, okay, with a man whose penis is bigger than Adam's. California-based couple also spoke to the man Lena performed with, Jason Love. Okay, that's his name. Okay, and discussed the possibility of all three of them engaging in sexual activities together. And he's probably like, nah, that's all right. I got some boys that can come on over and fill the spot. Adam's porn star wife, Lena the Plug, teased the sex scene with multiple men. Yeah, they tried to recreate the meme, just, you know, ending up making themselves a meme in the process. But yeah, obviously, you can take a look at the background, you know, that they live a certain type of life. And yeah, this is what they're doing in order to secure long-term financial stability. You know, there are other ways that you can do it, or, you know, you don't have to have the white crowned molding. I'm just saying. Adam22's porn star wife, Lena the Plug, has teased the sex scene with multiple men. Yeah, it's not the multiple men part that I think, you know, is kind of the headline attraction, okay? I think you could all kind of spot what everybody's looking at, and it's like, oh, okay, of course you got to. Back in July, YouTube sensation and the podcast host, yo, man, that sucks when you've been on the internet for like 10 plus years, and your wife who's getting reamed out by the community is the one who ends up getting top billing. Sucks to suck, I guess. Was scrutinized after he announced that he had let his wife, get banged out by Jason Love, and insisted that it had actually strengthened their relationship, says every cuck ever. Now, the star has hinted that Lena has done it again, but this time, times, well, 5? Oof. No, with a group of guys. Yo, that's super fucking haram. Well, all of it is anyways. Just, you know, firebombs would be appropriate. Where's Hamas when you need them? It's a joke. It's a joke. Taking to Twitter earlier this week. It's not Twitter anymore, guys. Come on. Adam revealed that Lena had some new content dropping soon on their joint OnlyFans page. Okay, so it is behind a paywall. That totally makes sense. It just doesn't get streamed to the hub. That would suck. But yeah, there they are. Oh, looking so happy. And she's just out there going, finally, I can get off this white dress and I can put on some, well, you know, pipe of a certain color. But it's so funny, man. Like, they're obviously trying to recreate. We all know the meme, okay? The 5 giant black guys around the one little white girl. But I don't know how they found the 4 blackest dudes in all of Los Angeles and their parole officer to come through. Like, that's a special get that they managed to find right there. But yo, this is it's so strange and weird and awful. To promote it, Adam shared an image of his wife surrounded by 5 different men. Yeah, don't mention the important part. Writing "It's time" with a devil emoji. Okay, head on over to our OnlyFans. No, so you don't miss this content when it drops. Absolutely not. Lena donned a figure-hugging pink gown in a snap, and she sat on a couch where the group of guys stood around her. Gross. The men have been identified as adult content creators John Legendary, Jay Hefner, Cripmac, They Hate Lil D, and Thugger. All right, I feel more educated after reading those names. Adam, who posted a selfie with him and Crip, they're on first name basis apparently, which he captioned the Smash Brothers. Fucking dude, talking about your wife with, oh my, bro. In addition, Lena uploaded a video of her and the guys posing together as Adam lip-synced along with a soundbite that said, "There's a lot here to be very excited about." Oh my god, there's putting on a brave face, and then there's just being, I don't know, the proudest cuck on the internet. Like, the last time something like this happened, Jack Murphy still hasn't recovered, man. Like, what are we doing? Adam, best known for running popular podcast No Jumper, has racked up more than 4.6 million subscribers, and that really hasn't changed in a very long time. And most of those are dead subscribers because, well, outside of the porn-related content, they don't really hit like that anymore. They're losing hosts, they're losing relevance, and what are they doing at this point in time? Turning themselves into the biggest jokes. Listen, man, the internet doesn't forget. This is not a good look in any form or fashion, and well, Godspeed. If you thought that you hurt the first time around, I think you best have a stay booked at the local rehab facility afterwards. Ugh. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.